Hello, my dear students of class 8. Hope you all are doing well. Today we will discuss about transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the evaporative loss of water from leaves and other aerial parts of the plant. Or simply we can say transpiration is a process in which plant release excess water in the form of water vapor from leaves and other aerial parts of the plant. Remember, it is the loss of water in the form of water vapor. Don't forget to mention that. Next, children, absorption is a continuous process. Plant continuously absorb water by their roots from soil. But plants only use small amount of water for photosynthesis and other activities. So, the excess water is lost by the plant in the form of water vapor by their leaves and other aerial parts of the plant, because plants cannot retain excess water in their body. And this process of releasing excess water in the form of vapor by their leaves and other aerial parts is known as transpiration. Now, transpiration takes place through stomata present in the leaves, present in the surface of the leaves. Especially stomata are present on the underside of the leaves, means on the lower surface of the leaves. Here in the picture you can see how the water vapor is getting lost or getting released through stomata. There you can also see in the picture the structure of a stomata. A stomata is made of two bean-shaped cells. Look at the picture, two bean-shaped cells, isn't it? These bean-shaped cells are called guard cells. Okay, these guard cells are actually regulating the opening and closing of stomata. Now, stomata remain open in the presence of light. So, we can simply say during the daytime when there is a sunlight, stomata remains open. At night there is no sunlight, so stomata will remain closed at night. So, transpiration through stomata takes place during the daytime, and since at night it remains closed, so no transpiration takes place at night through stomata. Next, we come to lenticels. Yes, these are called lenticels. These type of structures you all have noticed in plants, especially you can see these type of structures in the old woody stems of plant. You can also see these type of structures in fruits like apple. Next time when you will eat apple, you notice on the skin of the apple you can see this type of structures. These structures are called lenticels. We find these structures especially on the old woody stems. These structures also participate in transpiration. It means some amount of water in the form of water vapor is also lost through lenticels. Okay. Very interestingly, I told you stomata remain open during the daytime and it close at night, but these lenticels remain open all the time, during daytime also, night time also. They do not open and close like stomata. They remain open throughout the day and night. Okay, so some amount of water, or you can say transpiration, takes place also through lenticels, but the rate of transpiration, or you can say the amount of water lost through lenticels, is very less than the amount of water get lost through stomata. Means you can say more amount of water get lost through stomata in the form of vapor than the amount of water get lost through lenticels in the form of vapor. Now we come to factors affecting transpiration, or we can say factors affecting the rate of transpiration. Very first we can see light. Yes, I told you stomata remain open during the daytime when there is sunlight, because stomata depends on sunlight to remain open. So naturally, during the daytime when stomata remains open, there will be transpiration. So when there is more sunlight, the stomata open wider and transpiration is also higher. But do not think that stomata remain open in the presence of sunlight to cause transpiration. No. During daytime, stomata open to allow carbon dioxide into the leaf to perform photosynthesis by the plant. Okay. And then only when stomata remain open, water get lost through stomata in the form of water vapor during the daytime. Next we come to temperature. We all know temperature supports evaporation. When there is high temperature, evaporation will be also higher. So this transpiration is actually evaporative loss of water. I told you, it is the evaporative loss of water. So if temperature is high, evaporation will be high. So high temperature, faster the rate of transpiration. Next we come to wind. In windy day, the rate of transpiration is also higher. Why? What is wind? Wind is the moving air. So when air is in continuous movement around the leaf, so what is happening? It is speeding up the diffusion of water vapor out of the leaf. Water vapor are getting moved very quickly from the surface of the leaf, and thus the air can hold more water vapor that is lost by the leaf. Okay, so water vapor is removed quickly by air movement, means by wind, and this speed up the rate of transpiration. Next we come to humidity. Now what is humidity? Humidity is the amount of moisture in the air. So children, if already the air around the leaf holds huge amount of moisture, then it cannot hold more water vapor or more moisture lost by the plant. So here we can say humidity do not support or increase the rate of transpiration. So if humidity is high, then the rate of transpiration will be slow. Okay, because diffusion of water vapor out of leaf slows down. If the leaf is already holding more amount of water vapor, then how it can hold more water vapor that will be lost by the leaf? So it slows down the rate of transpiration. Hope you can understand. Next we come to significance of transpiration. Yes, transpiration plays many vital roles in plant. Very first, transpiration helps in the upward movement of water and minerals from roots to the leaves, and this is called ascent of sap. Yes, transpiration helps in ascent of sap. Next, transpiration, you know, like children, like when we are feeling hot, we are sweating, and thus it is regulating our body temperature. During summer season we sweat a lot, and that sweating regulates our body temperature. Transpiration is like that for plant. Okay, when plant is releasing water vapor, okay, means when plant transpire, it is what is happening, it producing a cooling effect for the plant, and thus it helps the plant to regulate the body temperature. Okay, next, transpiration increase the rate of absorption of water. Here we will discuss that in details. See, to know this we have to understand what is happening. This is actually happening due to transpiration pull. There is a continuous water loss from the leaves or other aerial parts of the plant, and this produces a transpiration pull. What is this transpiration pull? A transpiration pull is actually just a biological process. Okay, it is creating the force of pulling force. It is creating a pulling force in the xylem vessel, or you can see in the xylem tissue. This force is actually helping in the upward movement of water and minerals in the xylem vessel. Means this force is helping in the ascent of sap. So when there is a continuous water loss from the leaves and other aerial parts of the plant, it is creating a pulling force. Means they are creating a water deficient condition in the leaves, and when the water molecule is getting released, the next water molecule is pulling the next water molecule to move up. This is due to cohesion property of water molecules, and this is helping in ascent of sap. Means this is helping in the upward movement of water and minerals through the xylem. Okay, this transpiration pull is also referred as suction force, and this force is used to draw the water in upward direction from the roots to the leaves, and this also helps in the absorption. So more water, when more water is getting pulling upward, getting pulled upward through xylem vessel, so what is happening? More water is also getting absorbed by the roots from the soil. So here we can see the rate of absorption of water increases when there is more transpiration. Clear? So transpiration we can also refer as suction force, and this force is actually used to draw water and minerals in an upward direction from roots to the leaves. Now the water that is received by the leaves is used by photosynthesis, and the excess water is released into the atmosphere in the form of vapor through the opening in the leaves, through the opening in the stem like stomata and lenticels. This is actually happening. Okay. Next, activity. This activity is very important. Look at the picture. There is a well watered potted plant which is covered by a bell jar, and you have to notice the pot is covered with a polythene sheet, and it is kept like this for some time. After some time we notice there is a droplets of water in the inner wall of the bell jar. Where these water drops came from? Children, these water drops are actually condensed water vapor. Means the water vapor which is lost by the leaf, when they come in contact, when they came in contact with the glass of the bell jar, they get condensed into water droplets. Okay, and this experiment proved that yes, there is a loss of water vapor through leaves, which when coming in contact with the glass of the bell jar, turning into drops of water. Now the question is, why the pot is covered with a polythene bag? Why the pot is covered with a polythene bag? It is because, see, so that no water vapor get lost or no water vapor get released from the pot and disturb the experiment that we are doing, because we only have to identify that whether the water is getting lost from the leaves or not. Okay, in this case, if we remain the pot of the plant open, then what will happen? Then water will get lost from the surface of the soil present in the pot, and it will disturb the experiment. There will be also some loss of water from the surface of the soil present in the pot, and it will disturb the experiment. So to prevent this, we have covered the pot so that no water vapor or no evaporation can take place, or even if the evaporation takes place, the water will remain inside the polythene bag. Okay, from the surface of the soil, from the soil surface that is present in the pot. So this is all about transpiration today. Read the chapter thoroughly. Thank you.